31, books and scrofula and applied surgical anatomy. I'm happy to see you rising, Mr. Treves. I like to see merit credited, and your industry, accomplishment, and skill all do you credit. Ignore the squalor of Whitechapel, the general dinginess, neglect, and poverty without, and you will find a continual medical richesse in the London hospital. We study and treat the widest range of diseases and disorders, and are certainly the greatest institution of our kind in the world. The Empire provides unparalleled opportunities for our studies, as places most cruel to life are the most revealing scientifically. Add to our reputation by going further, and that will satisfy. You've bought a house?
On Wimpole Street.
Good. Keep at it, Treves. You'll have an FRS and 100 guinea fees before you're 40. You'll find it is an excellent consolation prize.
Consolation? I don't know what you mean.
I know you don't. You will.
A happy childhood in Dorset, a scientist in an age of science, and an English age in Englishman, a teacher and a doctor at the London, 2 books published by my 31st year, a house, a wife who loves me, my God, 100 guinea fees before I'm 40. Consolation for what? As of the year AD 1884, I, Freddie Treves, have excessive blessings, or so it seems to me.
Tuppence only. Step in and see. This side of the grave, John Merrick has no hope, no expectation of relief. In every sense, his situation is desperate. His physical agony is exceeded only by his mental anguish. A despised creature without consolation. Tuppence only. Step in and see. To live with his physical hideousness, incapacitating deformities and unremitting pain is trial enough, but to be exposed to the cruelly lacerating expressions of horror and disgust by all who behold them is even more difficult to bear. Tuppence only, step in and see, for in order to survive, Merrick forces himself to suffer these humiliations. I repeat, humiliations in order to survive. Thus, he exposes himself to crowds who hate to gate and drop at his frequent nature, the elephant man. See Mother Nature uncorseted in malignant rage. Tuppence?
This sign's absurd. Half elephant, half man is not possible. Is he foreign?
Raw from Leicester, but it's nothing to fear.
I'm at the London across the road. I would be curious to see him if there's some genuine disorder. If he is a mass of papier-mâché and paint, however.
Then, pay me nothing. Enter, sir. Merrick, stand up! You bloody donkey up!
I must examine him further at the hospital. I'm Treves. Here's my card. I will have a cab, pick him up and return him. My card will gain him admittance.
For both, and he's yours for the day.
I wish to examine him in the interest of science, you see.
Sir, I'm Ross. I look out for him, get him his living. I found him in Leicester workhouse. His own ma put him in at the age of 3. Couldn't bear the sight. You can see why. He and I are in business. He is our capital, see? Go to or back, go anywhere. Want to borrow capital, you pay interest. Scientists, see. He's a good value though. You won't find another like him.
Fair enough.
Right. Merrick, get out here! You bloody donkey out!
feature about him was his enormous head. Its circumference was about that of a man's waist. From the brow, there projected a huge, bony mass like a loaf, while from the back of the head hung a bag of spongy, fungus-looking skin, the surface of which was comparable to brown cauliflower. On top of the skull were a few long, lank hairs. The osseous growth on the forehead, at this stage about the size of a tangerine, almost occluded one eye. From the upper jaw, there projected another mass of bone. It protruded from the mouth like a pink stump, turning the upper lip inside out and making the mouth a wide, slobbering aperture. The nose was merely a lump of flesh and only recognizable as a nose from its position. The deformities rendered the face utterly incapable of the expression of any emotion whatsoever. The back was horrible, because from it hung, as far down as the middle of the thigh, huge, sack-like masses of flesh of the same loathsome cauliflower stain. The right arm was of enormous size and shapeless. It suggested but was not elephantiasis, and was overgrown also with pendant masses of the same cauliflower-like skin. The right hand was large and clumsy, a fin or paddle, rather than a hand. No distinction existed between the palm and back. The thumb was like a radish, the fingers like thick, tuberous roots. As a limb, it was useless. The other arm was remarkable by contrast. It was not only normal, but was moreover a delicately shaped limb covered with a fine skin, which any woman might have envied. The deformities... From the chest hung a bag of the same repulsive flesh. It was like a dewlap suspended from the neck of a lizard. The lower limbs had the characters of the deformed arm. They were unwieldy, dropsical-looking, and grossly misshapen. There arose from the fungus skin growths a very sickening stench, which was hard to tolerate. To add a further burden to his trouble, the wretched man, when a boy, developed a hip disease, which left him permanently lame, so that he could only walk with a stick. Please. He was thus denied all means of escape from his tormentors.
Mr. Trees, you've shown a profound and unknown disorder to us. You've said when he leaves here, it is for his exhibition again. I do not think it ought to be permitted. It is a disgrace. It is a pity and a disgrace. It is an indecency, in fact. It may be a danger in ways we do not know. Something ought to be done about it.
I'm a doctor. What would you have me do?
Well, I know what to do. I know.